recording. This is it. This is the contest. I'm not going to do the QR code because I don't have it built. So you can see. What do you think?
$7.
$7. You want to go exactly 7?
Yeah.
We got $2.
Yeah, no, we're close.
91. $4.91.
My first guess was going to be $5. So
was it?
It was.
Oh man!
And
so
I was like,
now was that more engaging than me asking you how you were today?
Yeah, of course.
Because you know I don't really care. I just want you to come here and ball out of control.
So $5. That's what $5 looks like.
So $5 looks like. So we got 5. So you know, I'm gonna get some change. I'm gonna put change in there the next couple weeks. I'll add more change.
Okay.
My goal with my content is to get entrepreneurs and restaurant owners to understand that ABR is more than an acronym. It's a lifestyle. Attract, build, retain is what we need to wake up thinking about daily. We have to believe our message is important to the masses, and creating lasting relationships with our customers is paramount. Everybody's talking about HR and hiring people. I'm sure you have the same issues. Everybody does. But the businesses I've seen that we are close with, because we've got hundreds of restaurants we work with, the ones that do the stuff you're talking about, and I'm sure I haven't looked at your social media yet, but I'm sure there's probably putting that same personality there. There's names, there's faces, there's fun. Those businesses have less of a hard time getting people, because people are like, oh, this isn't just some job at a restaurant, some job at a brewery. This place is really cool.
I just recently started. It's funny, I found you on TikTok of all places, and I just signed up like 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Not that I was against it or anything. It's just I watched my wife incessantly scroll through it. And I'm like,
dude,
I don't want.
That's me. So I've got
do this shit.
So I've got this guy that follows me everywhere, and we have 5 video guys, and we have all sorts of equipment here at our headquarters. And my wife is 45, and I've always been on social media, obviously, but like 90% of my social media is not handled by me. It's handled by my team, and I get in there and engage and answer comments and stuff, but I don't hardly post anything. And everybody's beat me up. One of my buddies, Sean Walchef, who owns a place called Cali Barbecue in San Diego, has been beating me up for a year. Why aren't you on TikTok? I'm like, man, we've got Instagram, we've got Facebook, we've got LinkedIn, they're good. And then my team kept saying TikTok. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we created some better strategies for TikTok. And one of the reasons was I literally would sit there and watch my wife, who's 45. I mean, she spends more time on TikTok than talking to me and the kids.
Exactly.
And so we started putting stuff on TikTok, and next thing I know, we got 1 week, I think 1 million views on stuff and comments and messages.
I just remember when I started, I sort of follow the people that I know that like I'll follow on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So Alex Hermosi, I saw you just had a conversation with.
Yep.
And
Hermosi is badass.
What's that?
Hermosi's badass.
Dude, I tell you, man, I talk about him all the time to other people. Like even just last night, there's a guy that he's a Mug Club member at Rock Pit.
Yeah, what's funny is my journey with him was I've had our company since 2008, our marketing firm. We've worked with restaurants since 2015 was when we decided to become, instead of being a local company, to go national with restaurants. And it all started from a brewery called Hofbräuhaus, Pittsburgh, Newport, and Columbus. And we launched their Stein Club, which I'm guessing is your Mug Club, and their Growler Club and their Crowler Club. And that was the first time I ever saw the marketing that we were doing with companies lead to data, and data led to sales, and sales led to more sales, and that was literally the Hofbräuhaus Stein Club has really got me thinking like, shit, man, we're seeing $1,875 per average Stein Club member from this paid loyalty program. And it all came from collecting data, and that led me down the path. But I also owned a gym for 9 years. I just sold my shares 2 months ago, and we signed up with Alex Hermosi in May of 2017. And it was they had turned us down originally. Gym launch. They had turned us down originally because I was honest on my form. I said, hey, this is the gym that I own. I also own a marketing firm. Full disclosure, I'm not stealing your shit. I don't work with gyms. I work with restaurants, and they wouldn't take us. And I don't stop when I see something that I need. And I'm like, my partner at the gym needs this. this guy has his shit together. And so I resubmitted like 2 weeks later under our LLC name instead of the gym name, and with my partner's name. And for 12 months, I was behind the camera, not in front of it. So I would be behind the laptop, and our coach would be dealing. Same guy was dealing with Casey, and never made the connection. And I would watch Alex's stuff, but I never saw the genius that I saw now. And I think part of the problem was back then, I was an integral part in running our company. Like, this is the first call I've had all week with our company. I've got one this afternoon. I'll have one tomorrow. My team handles everything. There's 45 or so people on the team, the different divisions. They handle everything else. But I was so in the weeds of my business 5 years ago that I couldn't see. Like, if I would have not been in the weeds and doing shit and just been the CEO and the visionary, I would have saw Alex's genius on how he was teaching gyms.
That's awesome.
How long have you had the restaurant brewery?
3 years. Well, a little over 3 years. Yeah, we started 2017 as far as establishing it, and then end of 2017 we started our build out, and that took way too long, about 13 months. Lots of stupid shit. And I have a couple email lists. I have one private email list. It's a mug club.
Yep. How big is that?
Well, honestly, that's just I curate that so that there's only mug club members. We have 230 members in the mug club, and that's on purpose, by the way. We could add hundreds more.
It dilutes it though. It kills it. Yeah. Yeah, and I can tell you firsthand how the mug club can dilute. So Hofbräuhaus Newport in Northern Kentucky. Hofbräuhaus is a beer brand out of Munich, and the guys that opened up Newport were the first ever U.S. franchise. And it's kind of a loose franchise, more of a licensing. And they had the Stein Club, and we helped them do some stuff with it, but it was really popular. It was like 100 people. And then I helped them take it to 200. And then we did Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was nobody. They had 278 spots, and they had like 5 members because nobody understood it. So I built out a marketing. I built out an entire campaign. We sold it out in a month. Well, they saw it sell out so quick. They say, hey, when we opened Columbus, and this was like 2015, I think. When we opened Columbus, let's make it bigger. Let's do 400. And so we did 400. Well, we didn't have a mechanism back there to sell them digitally. We used Constant Contact because I knew Constant Contact, they had this payable event item. I crashed the damn server because we sold all 400 in a minute. And because I didn't know it was going to go that hot, and like people were pissed. So then we ordered another rack, and we did another 200. And the next thing we know, we got 800 people in this mug club. And it was great the first 6 months, but then a year later, there were so many people that just got it to get it, never used it. They weren't a part of the community. There wasn't exclusivity. That was kind of the backwards. And the owners were just, the reason they added it early on was there's so many people, we did too good of a job marketing it that people are like, I gotta have it. And when it sold out in a minute, they got pissed and were leaving reviews that we were jackasses, that they didn't get a chance to buy it. And I'm like, I didn't know 400 people were gonna click the button within the first minute and buy. I mean, yeah, so you're right. Keeping it at 230 is a goal. Is
a very comical way. My name is Chris Rock. You know that. Chris just got slapped in the face by Will Smith. So I'm going to lean into that a bit on why you should go on reward. In any case.
Is there a free slap, like every 10,000 points I get to slap the shit out of you?
Something like that, yeah.
And get my beer out of your mouth. Anyway. But you know what the cool thing about it being dumb is? Yeah. Is it's blue ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
Is every other restaurant looks the same, exactly the same. Like Mother's Day, everybody had the Mother's Day brunch. It's like, okay, so there's like 50 opportunities, and you just hit 20,000 people for a Mother's Day brunch that 100 other restaurants did. Growler. I have a growler from Hofbräuhaus Pittsburgh. It's the original one we ordered and we ended up doing a big promo with 8-9 years ago. It's got money in it. So I tell clients that are breweries, have a growler every week. Bro, how much is in here? Whoever guesses the closest amount this week gets what's in the growler. And they scan the QR code, they go to Facebook, they comment on the growler picture, and then when they do that, it then takes them into Messenger and says, hey, we see you're not a member of our VIP program. I'm sure you want to join, and people do. And then if they are a member, it says, Matt, welcome back. We see you haven't claimed rewards, or have you joined the loyalty program yet? You're a frequent customer. I hope you're a member of the loyalty program. So it allows us to tag, segment, automate, but it gathers data. So it's hey, I want to prove what we can do, because my biggest problem with marketing has always been, I came from radio advertising in the 90s. I used to hate walking into my clients' businesses and going, hey, how are the ads going? Because they don't know. Like, nobody has a clue. They run a radio ad. Nobody has a clue if it actually fucking worked. But in this case, I can say, you're doing the in-store part. The website tool runs automatically. We've got the digital part handled. It's funneling people in. More people are walking in. More people are joining we funnel people to your loyalty program. You can see the traffic. And then at that point, hey, after 90 days, if you love what we're doing, like if Rox is, you can smell what the Rock's cooking, your success coach will take you down a path to where every month or two we're putting in place these initiatives and helping you dominate those so that in 2 years, 2 to 3 years, you're taking massive action everywhere.
Right.
And with somebody helping you at a high level, because just like you guys are badass at making beer, my team's badass at marketing for independent restaurants and breweries. Yeah, I'll put a calendar invite with you and send you an email, and then we'll kind of go in depth more on that specifics and go from there.
Nice. All right, dude.
Cool.
Well, we'll talk soon, man.
Hey, look forward to it, man.
Thank
Bye.
you, brother.
TikTok video.
What?
So that's how he found me.
Oh.
Said he knew he needed to be on TikTok because his wife's always on TikTok, which is actually one of the reasons I got on TikTok, is because I'm watching Christy. Going, okay, well, if her 45-year-old ass is on TikTok every 5 seconds, then there's probably other 45-year-olds who own restaurants or need help or whatever. He got on TikTok, saw the video, led him down a rabbit hole. If I had to guess, it was more than likely one of the Hillcrest podcasts, because that was one that really talked about restaurants and went viral. So probably saw that, and he said he bought the book. So he's got the book because he's the one. Remember last week I emailed you about the PDF, the link not working?
Yeah.
That was him.
Oh.
And I didn't even know he scheduled an appointment until I was this morning. I was looking at his stuff. And I'm like, man, you got some pretty cool stuff going. We ought to hop on a call. And he goes, we are in an hour. And I went, oh.